I think he obviously went, his first over went for quite a few, and then he had a brilliant comeback to have some decent figures. So you always got to look a little bit at the opposition as well. I think Brzezinski is in fantastic form, and he put us under a lot of pressure on quite a tough wicket to bat on, and it got them off to a brilliant start. But then I think credit to our guys and an unbelievable comeback. Really, it looked like 220 or so, or even more, was on the cards. So to keep them down to 175, I thought was a good effort, but there was a stage there we could have probably kept them down to even less. Yeah, I think Heinrich's in the form of his life. He's probably one of the most feared players in the world at the moment. So we obviously you do your homework, and we have our plans for them. I think coming to Kingsmead, it was my old home ground, and it used to be a fast bowler's paradise. So things have changed a bit with all the spin around. And they've got their game plan. I think they're very well drilled as a team, and they know what they're trying to do here. And in the end, 8 runs short, we weren't far off, and it's just disappointing because I think there were moments in the game there where, with the bat and with the ball, that we actually could have won that game. But we're still hanging on. We've got 2 left, and I think we've still got a chance. So hopefully we can finish well. I think we're always losing wickets though, and with their they've got a mystery spinner. Noah, I think, was really tough to pick out there. So he kept the pressure on, and then I think the game plan was to try and score off the seamers, and Junior Dala obviously had a fantastic day out, kept hitting our stumps, and we just weren't able to get that sort of match-winning partnership with the wickets falling. So as I said, we had moments in the game there. The last over, bowling at their tail, we could have kept the score down to 160 odd, and that takes a lot of pressure off with your chase. And then we just needed one of our, Riley Rousseau has done this so many times to other teams where he finishes well and takes the game away, and he was set to do that, and as soon as he sort of pulled the trigger, he got out. So it just didn't really go for us, but I thought we did actually, we finished not far off.
No, I think they've been absolutely great. Coming from domestic cricket, I never thought I'd see Kingsmead quite like this, and as the games got on, it's almost like the crowd got into their cricket, and not just for DSG, they've been great, but hopefully going forward, hopefully the SA20 has been a stepping stone and encourage people to come to the stadium, because without the crowd, I don't think a lot of this would have been possible. So their support has been great. So yeah, much appreciated. No, I think obviously it's great to do well, but personally, when I bowl, I don't judge myself on the outcome. It's more how I went about my skill tonight, if I executed, and I'll take heart from that. From a team point of view, I think yes, definitely we will take some momentum going, into the back end of the tournament. So yeah, we are a confident bunch at the moment, confident but humble, and come Wednesday and Thursday we have to reassess and get back to the drawing board. Now, I think early on, hitting the pitch it was very evident that if you hit the pitch and bowl at the stumps, the one ball would sit up, it would go for 6, but the next one would squat, and I just tried to replicate that as much as possible. So if I got hit for 4, just try to make sure the next one would possibly react differently. So keeping it as simple as possible. And then obviously at the back end, using the big boundary, the 2 left-handers, understanding that the ball's not coming onto the bat as much, so bowl my change-ups. Riley looked out of rhythm, so it was just making sure that at the back end you don't give him any pace to work with and almost strangle him and you force him to make a mistake. I think, before we went on Kesh, we assessed that it was the new ball was the only time that they were going to score runs. So we try to have damage control with the new ball and understand that, again, in that middle with the spinners, with Kesh, Noor, they'll strangle it. And obviously, with the wicket being up and down, 8 and over is a lot at Kingsmead. So, it was important for us to get that rate to 9, 10s and when they start playing proper cricket shots, that's when we'll capitalise. In terms of changes, I think if you look at our squad selections across the country, it's horses for courses. I could have taken 5 today, but I might not play the next game. But I think we've got such a great coaching staff in the sense where they've been transparent, and all 16 members of the squad have contributed whether they've played or not. So it's horses for courses, and trusting that the 11 on the field are going to do the job for us. So it's a little bit above my pay grade. That's decisions that the coaches sort of have to make. But yeah, I just need to focus and be ready if I'm called upon to perform. No, just like calm. I think the way I go about my training, I train very hard to make a difference in the field. So if you see me at the sweeper boundary, I'm always ready for a run out. And in games like this, especially with big hitters, a run out or a great catch can change the game and change the momentum. So when Bob came out my hand, it's just don't panic, because you train those situations. It's just about being calm under pressure, and also Vian executed the plan to the T, so I was expecting the ball there, so it made it quite a lot easier for me.